Yes, all about love and confusion and hate and joy. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the shit because you take a number two, and the piss show because you pee pee and you get pissed off. You call yourself the shit and you talk shit. It's all about your sacred things. Numerology, all kinds of stuff going to be done today. A lot of great omens I've received in front of my house. Before I do that, I've added some new stones to my little bed there. I'm going to do my little 2-minute workout. Wait for some more folks to come up in here, holding a chair. And I'm going to face backwards this time. Give me a second, get warmed up for you. When you work out, you get warmed up. Before you speak your mind, you should warm up and do something physical before you speak your mind. On stones. Barefoot. Okay. All right, let me set my timer. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. I'm going to be facing backwards this time, so you can see what it works. And we squat while holding a chair. Oh. Oh. Whew. Okay. Oh. Done. Woo. All right. Now, we're going to do some calf raises on the rocks for your ankles. You don't need a gym, guys, and I'm absorbing power. Do you understand me? All right. Very simple. It's for chronic pain, but good for fitness. And come down slow. Very simple. This is earthing and working out. Simple. You will notice my right calf is bigger. I'm a lefty. The left leg is more injured. So the right leg is compensating more, but that's okay. It's normal. Do 20 of these. Just 20 of them. And hold 20. Hold that one. Okay. Woo! Nice. And then a headstand. Well, I don't play games. Yeah, on the rocks. Why not? Here we go. You want to be headstrong? Very simple. Rocks. Now, what I love about working out in an apartment with other people, and you want to respect your neighbors, right? With noise, smell, right? I have a neighbor downstairs. Doesn't work. God bless him. Been to the Navy. We used to talk a lot, but he drinks too much, likes to get drunk and be random. And I mean, I smokes all day. The government's supporting him, bringing him food to his house. Doesn't have to really work. His rent is covered. Whenever I work out, and my foot hits the ground, that was a bit heavy. He's underneath me. I'll hear him curse. Like he gets so angry. But he's not working all day. And my tax dollars are helping him to be at home lazy, to yell at me for doing yoga. But he won't come up here and talk to me. He sees me all the time. Isn't it funny? It's like, just say, hey, dude, when you work out, could you please be softer? Nope, just gets angry. It's a problem with your world. It's okay to get mad. That could be annoying. I'm a big dude. But to just yell and scream, he needs to do more yoga in his apartment and lie on rocks. That's my workout, okay? This is how you become a rock star. All these things that we hear. Okay. Oh. So, give me 1 second. All right, so for someone who's 48 years old and dealing with a lot of stuff, I look the part, I'm not perfectly healthy, but this is what I'm talking about in terms of doing too much. And part of my last live, it got cut off. My internet shut down, so I didn't even know if the live went through all the way, so I had to stop the live. I want them to be smooth, no interruptions, otherwise So this live is going to be on fire. So now, why am I receiving, let's just say, magical numbers that relate to all religions in front of my house? Yes, I have a broomstick behind me. I'm trying to keep it sweepstakes, clean. Okay. I'm going to sweep you off your feet. So why I have numbers visiting me? I had a car with Orb, O-R-B, parked down the street from me, right in front of my number 185 in the street. I'll play the video for you. My name, J-H-E, and Pythagoras is 185. A lot of you know that. You don't have to. Okay? I have discovered the secret, I would imagine, or another, let's just say, way of having a relationship with something that is not human. And you can have that relationship with strangers because they don't know what powers them. They're going to work, they're going to school, they're going to an event, they're in a car, it has numbers, it has letters on it. They don't know what's going on, but the Creator does and will align you all together if you by yourself are the magician. Yes, you can manipulate strangers and manifest your number with people you've never met, you'll never meet. Yes, that's what the secret is. This is why all of your ancestors were murdered. And then it was remixed and given a different version of a God and how to live and have a Jesus instead of a Buddha, or an Allah instead of a Buddha. You see where I'm going here? A Vishnu instead of a Buddha, a Jehovah, right, instead of an Allah, a Mennonite version of Christianity. The Amish have their version of Christianity. The Quakers have their version of, are you kidding me? Of religions. They're all the same, but they're different and they're all divided. You have the pagans over there. Pagans are still running around. You all have seen pagans with their little symbols writing. It's great. But do they come out and want to unify and talk and change the world and make deeper connections with numbers and spirit orbs or whatever they might have? No, not really. Because, they're over there. They're called devil worshippers, or the Christians are more pure, or the Hindus or the Jews are over there, right? They're more pure, so-called. Everyone is so pure. But you're missing the relationship with the Creator, with numbers. Very simple. Something is talking to you through a number, communicating something important that you must decode. Why is that important? It's as important as you getting up to brush your teeth. And what are you brushing your teeth with to make them look so white and have good breath? Crest, Colgate, you know what's in that. That's a ritual. I don't care if you meant well to go out and look good and have someone like you. You put deodorant on. You showered with soap. What kind of soap did you use? What kind of deodorant did you use? Did you hear me? And what kind of water are you washing in before you go outside in a world full of pagans, atheists, organized religious people, political people, scientists, people who are emo, gay, straight, transgender or not? You've got black people over here and white people. You've got Democrat, Republican. You've got Bloods and Crips. You've got the rich, the poor. You got mentally ill, mentally health people, the sane people. You have way too many options that distract you from the gift of simply going outside and being aware of, first of all, the things that made your body, that make the numbers, that make orbs or spirit things that I've experienced, called earth, dirt, rocks, trees, animals, insects, someone else who's enlightened and can hear you. You are supposed to talk to them. And so why is that important? Because for many years, you've had something coming on this planet to distract you, once again, from having your tribe. And then you had another tribe coming after you. Okay, so there's a tribe called the Anasazi tribe. The Anasazi tribe, they have the sacred, what is it called? Mesa Verde, where they built temples out of a mountain. Native Americans, okay. The Anasazi people were enemies with your Navajos. Those are two Native Americans that both smoked tobacco. They both had a spirit world. They both had a version of riding horses and painting their face and eating and having sex and building a teepee or making land, making corn,
but yet they couldn't get along and they decided to fight each other. Why? They're the same race, different names. Do you want to know why? What does the name Anasazi mean? This great historical landmark. It's a park in America, the Colorado, the Mesa Verde. You know what Mesa means? M-E-S-A in etymology? A plateau or a table. Now, what shape is the earth? Bars. Look everything I am saying up and down, and I'm going to share it with my phone today. I'm taking my time because I'm on it. I don't need to have any followers, really, subscribers, although I'm grateful for them, but I am definitely on something. I have subscribers that are paranormal. I have subscribers that are not from here, that are communicating, yes, through strange bodies and cars and lights coming out of my body at night in my apartment, which I have shown several times. Okay? Now it's appearing in words. Orb in front of my house. 969, the response to 786, if you know your stuff, the Buddhist response to the Muslims who they're battling with. Because 786 in numerology is the number of Allah and Om. So the Buddhists decided we're going to make our own version of a number to defend ourselves. Why would they use a number? Why not, I don't know, get well versed in martial arts more? The Buddhists, the Shaolins did that, but there's no violence in Buddhism. But you have Shaolin monks that will punch a hole through a damn cement wall and train themselves for that. Why are they doing that? For Buddha? For the body? Or also to get ready for some of you people who don't agree? So I've seen 969 in front of my house again today. Same car I saw before. Doesn't come all the time. When it comes, it's time to do a video. Got more to show you too. Anyhow, I'll explain all of this more in detail as I'm rolling up my peace pipe. So, when you are putting your naked body on information known as rocks, what do you think you're doing? The word absorb has orb in it, or to orbit, and to get out of your body. You don't have to run around and fly across the world to go across the world. Your bare feet, you have a cuneiform bone. Jay, what is cuneiform? Look it up. The first language in Sumeria on the tablets of Babylon were written in cuneiform. You have a bone in your foot that's a cuneiform bone. If you're barefoot like me on these rocks, which have been here longer than me and will outlive you and me and will stay here, no matter chemtrails, who you voted for, what virus you got, you know, how bad things were, they will outlive you and me. And you're made of stones. So you're having a conversation with your feet, yeah, and something not human. Hence, to communicate or to translate or to decode signs that you receive. So how would you see signs today? You don't live in ancient times. You have technology and all these things, right? The cars, the license plates, what you paid for something, the total of what you bought. All of it is sacred and is God talking to you. Not the God of the Vatican, the generator of vitamin D that built the rocks, water, with the moon and the stars, and Earth herself. They all got together and made a body and made you. Bodies of water, honey. What is a table of contents? If Mesa Verde, the Pueblo, it means a table. What's a table of contents? What's the round table of King Arthur? Is it flat? A plateau? What Mesa means? You know what a plateau means? It means to be level and flat. You built that on the earth that they're telling you is a spinning sphere globe chasing the sun and other stars. Yet we can build stationary things, but we can't figure out how we did it. Hundreds of years ago, it wasn't thousands and thousands. The timelines are giving you guys, and the distance of stars from you, they're saying they're billions of years away, light years. You can see them still very clearly. The sun and the moon, they're billions of years away. Anyhow, who is doing this to us, right? And why? Well, I'm here, I believe, to show you. I have been blessed by the spirit world to be given supernatural numerology and things visiting me as evidence to show you why you are being assaulted, why you are not allowed to have a peaceful relationship with yourself, why they want you to get a job, a gender, a social security number, a degree. The sun moves in degrees. We all know this. Okay? Distraction from your power. What is your power? Your power is magic. How many movies about magic? Okay. We stop there. You know, how many films, once again, you have the magical kingdom of Disney. What does that mean? It's just a bunch of cartoons? Stuffed animals? A rat that talks? A mouse? Okay. That's it, right? You just go there to Florida with your babies. They all, you go on rides, you eat stuff that you don't know what's in it. What is in the food at Walt Disneyland? Would that be magic? It's all sweet, sugary, heavy metals, right? Processed, fried up. Of course, cotton candy, soda, right? Candy, a lot of sweets. Why would they give you that and not organic, raw, vegetables and fruit while seeing Mickey Mouse? You get a lollipop, you get some Coke, then you watch a movie, another cartoon, then you go to a building with more what? Animation or dolls and toys. What are those things doing to you really? They're telling you it's a kingdom. Is the Lord the king? How many churches acknowledge your Jesus Christ as the king? King comes from crown. Crown is a chronos, is your skull. Corona, we know this, it means the crown. The skull does not belong to anyone in particular or to a damn virus, guys. Relax. But yes, it's a real thing now. Where did it come from? Magic, black freaking magic you would not even believe. Because many of you are so fear-based, are so tired. How does your body look? Are you out of shape? Are you insecure, but pretending to be secure? But you're not. You're unhealthy. You got gallbladder issues, maybe? Gallstones, right? Kidney stones, blood pressure issues, but you're a good person. You got a nosebleed coming out of nowhere. You got blood in your stool. I know folks that have this, and they're really good people. Their diet, whether they've been drinking or smoking, is catching up now. That would be black magic. When you get sick, it is not because it's in your genes. Okay? It's black magic. I'm not adding filters to my my organic tobacco cigarettes. I'm a filter roller. I'm an official roller. Now, back to my point. You notice why things don't change when you vote for somebody? Say it again, Jay. Why don't we have better results when we have someone new in the White House that we think is better? Why? Because they have not dealt with your black magic world, and they will not, because they are using that to keep you in a certain vibration, and you all know this. Who is the you you're talking to, Jay? The masses. How was America discovered in all the states put together? All the states of mind? What state of mind are you in? What state do you live in? It's not a place. It's your brain, honey. You live in a dome. It's a head. The most high. You're in the middle. Earth, the Midgard, right? Right guard. Deodorant told you that. Yeah. The point guard in basketball. Where did it come from? Your guardian angels. Why are we guarding? Guarding from what? Demons. They're supposed to be here. However, they're cheeky. They're good at magic. They're good at going into bodies and making energy, like you as an angel. And they will be sent in every age to mess with you because of your power with numbers and orbs and light that I have. Notice the blue or purple dot that appears when I smoke this, and you'll understand who Krishna is. It means to be purple, black, dirty, simple. It's an energy that everything has. Okay? Now, why don't things get better? You see it? That little blue purple mist? It's an orb coming out of the cigarette. Of course. It's not just a reflection. It's an energy that these things have. I've been receiving orbs since smoking Virginia flu cured leaves. Not recommending you smoke. Fact. So what's it doing to me besides burning my lungs, or what is this plant? What's the energy in anything that you're doing? Now back to why things don't change. Have you changed? Before you voted for change, did you change yourself? Did you change how you see the world? Did you research your history? Simple mathematics, just, do you know your ABCs, your 1, 2, 3, and the 5, 6, 7, 8? Why do you need counts when you're a dancer? Go to any hip hop video, any rock video with your dancers in the back, little sexy girls or guys in the back. 1, 2, 3, and go. What's numerology? What's that? 5, 6, 7, and 8. You were late. You're behind the music. You're a behind. You're an ass. You're an asset. I've been behind the music because I had a very big jump. I would be late. I'd be a bit selfish when I was a dancer. I would eat the music. But you are supposed to be musical or stay within the bars of your music. How many notes do you have for your music? 7 major notes or scales. Why is it 7? As you see me drowning in smoke, what are you drowning in yourself? You like Mountain Dew? Most of you do. Very subtle, very small. You go buy it. It's in a bottle. You drink it. You feel it, right? Pepsi and all that stuff. Dr. Pepper. They even tell you, doctor, you will need a doctor after drinking this. They're telling you something. Far more toxic, in my opinion, than tobacco, or just as lethal, are the things you are eating and drinking are also affecting your lungs. Probably more intensely than this stuff, honey. All heavy metals affect the lungs and the heart, and you know this. So what are you eating, and what are you drinking, and what are you smoking? Did you all know there were some popes who smoked cigarettes? And then Pope Francis banned cigarettes because he had a lung removed when he was a teenager, apparently? I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting. A man of Christ, the vicar of God, was smoking. Look it up. Several popes, at least 5 of them, in history, couldn't help themselves, but they still believed in a creator. Okay, so I'm not promoting smoking again. However, you have the word king in smoke, ing. You have the king there, the Lord, the Dominos, Dominican Republic. Stand up for your truth. So, that being said, are you prepared to change yourself? Am I prepared to change myself? Yeah. What do you mean by change? Okay. A dollar bill can be converted to 4 quarters. Did you say quarters, Jay? You mean the 4th quarter of basketball? The 4th quarter in your game? That's numerology. What's the 4th quarter? What are the 4 corners of the earth? You can't have corners on a ball. We know this, okay? So someone does not like, let's just say, our ancient way of seeing things. They want a new world order, a new way of seeing things, a new iPhone, a new version of your Pepsi. Many flavors coming out. New Starburst drinks now. Starburst has drinks with exotic flavors. What's in it? Okay. What's yellow number 5? What's red number 9? Go to the back of your cans of your drinks. You'll see yellow and red. And is that magic? They're using colors to flavor your food. And is it good for you? Before you look at someone smoking or whatever, and you're judging, and you're thinking you're safe and you're healthier because you're getting something new. You've got new flavors of nicotine pouches. You've got new flavors of vape machines, which have formaldehyde, cadmium, lead, and mercury. There's no tobacco, right? Research it. There's no safe option. It's a trick to get you distracted into a new world. You're in a new world, right? You already know that. Everything is new. A new release, a new movie, a new problem, a new good thing. Why? Did you know or did you knew that? I knew that. Did you knew? You knew? How did you know to be new? This is called the Common Sense Show again. Common sense. Okay, I'm taking my time with this because a lot of us are lacking in common sense. When you wake up too hard, you will lack some common sense and be rude, and you will trespass upon others' belief systems. Do not do that. You want to work with them. If they can't hear you, you walk away. If they get violent and angry, defend yourself. Don't take any shit, but get out of it if you can. It's not worth it. Yes, you'll be met with a lot of anger. Why is there so much black and white energy today? High blood pressure. You didn't do your numerology. You didn't realize how much sodium you ate, how much sugar you had. You just put it in a pot. You're a good person. Your belly's getting bigger. Your back is bending. Your back hurts. You've got all kinds of other issues. Maybe you have a metal plate somewhere. You broke something, and now you're adding additives. You're adding, honey. Add is math. That's numerology. When you eat too much, it's numerology. Are you aware of the numbers of how much you are eating yourself to death? But you could be a good worker. You could be consistent, always on time, always, you're a lead, you're a boss, or you're just someone working and you're never late, but you're angry still. You're bitter still. You're still a bit uncomfortable with your body. You don't like yourself, but you're a Christian. You've been saved, so-called, but you're really insecure still. You could be a Muslim or a Hindu, a Jew. Do you understand me? Doesn't matter. A Scientologist. You will be insecure if you don't watch the numbers of how much you're doing anything. What percentage? What percent? You're in the age of the percent. You're in the age of garb. Garb age. Wake up. How many of you are polluting? I clean trash. Garb, garment, clothing, age. Where do you live? What is being told to you through your words? Do you break down the words? Do you break down the numbers? Do you witness miracles? Do you see spirit orbs? The rainbow would be a manifestation of the orbs. When you see a rainbow, yes, it's mist. It comes in the rain when it's wet and misty. And then the light shows you where you come from. You don't come from voting for Kamala Harris and getting mad at Trump or vice versa. I'm not supporting Trump. You don't. Okay? You know what you get? You get more impulse, stress, and black and white energy. And conveniently, you are now designed to argue with someone who voted for Trump or didn't, or Kamala or Biden, or blah, blah, blah. Or I'm a Crip and you're a Blood and we're in a gang and you're wearing the wrong color. So I'm going to have to hurt you or insult you. What? A rainbow doesn't do that. A rainbow will have yellow, red, blue, green, all the colors all aligned together. While you look at our behavior today down here, and we're fighting each other over colors. Your color has a number. I told you once again, your drinks have yellow number 5 or 9 in them. Let's look that up and down and sideways so we can understand what I'm saying. Because a lot of you spend so much time drinking. So here are your popes who smoke. Okay? I'm just showing you that. What's XX1111? What's XX11? Why do they use the Roman numerals? What's in the X and the 11111? Anything going on there? A vibration? What do you mean by vibration, Jay? What are tremors? What's a seizure? Compassion, right? Okay. Vibration. Yeah, yellow number 5. There we go. It's a food dye. Okay, so what is that? It's a color and a number being used in your food. It's in your candies, sodas, pastries, ice cream. How many of you eat all these things and don't look to see what you're putting in your body? I don't judge. I used to eat it and drink it, and I get it. Do you understand me? So you've heard of chakras, the color codes? Simon Says, the game Simon with the red. Remember back in the 80s, and you push the colors and the pattern? And then you have Asian people, black people, white people, Native American people, Mexican, different colors, languages, different parts of the earth, different colors of stones, trees, different kinds of insects, animals, dogs and cats look a bit different. Why? All from one creator or creators? What's yellow in the sky? The sun. What animals are yellow? What humans are yellow? I would say Asians, Mexicans. Okay. Your Simpsons are yellow. Is yellow number 5 good for you? This little lemon dye. Let's just look it up before I break down my numbers. Wow. Well, the first thing it says here, most importantly, DNA damage. How important is your DNA? And what is the DNA? What is the DEA? What is the CIA, FBI? What is ABC and NBC News? And why are those letters being used? Each letter has a number. D is 4, N is 5, A is 1. What's going on? So, hence the importance of being aware of numbers around you, manipulating them, and reinventing your reality, the wheel of fortune that you're living on, the roulette table. Rule? Who is ruling you? Remember the rapper Ja Rule? I was a fan. Okay, great, right? That gangsta stuff. Rule. A ruler. A ruler for measurement. So one who knows how to measure is the ruler. You have to measure with numbers. Hence your yellow number 5 world. All right, now I'm going to show you what happened today. It's incredible. First of all, very important, you understand it was a 969 movement against Islam. All right, we know why. Because Islam doesn't believe in having a statue of a creator, they'll blow it up. Not all of them. Not all of them. But yes, there's a good handful of extreme Muslims that will blow up your shit if you aren't a Muslim. Okay. Buddhists have also been fighting too, so I'm not supporting Buddhism being perfect. All right, now 969 is the response to 786. Why? Once again, very important to know these things. Okay? What is going on here? And why are they using numbers to defend themselves? If it's pseudoscience. The first thing you learn as a Muslim or as a Buddhist is about the Buddha or Allah, not the numbers, right? But the numbers are the Buddha and the Allah. Okay, now 786, what does it mean? Let's repeat and review before I show you my stuff. Okay, we know it's this. Very good. Allah. Okay. And it's the number of Om. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So now we understand something's going on. Now we look at this. You also have these people. Social Security number. And there's the numbers to call. 1-800. Why is 1-800? Does it make it toll free? 8 is the number of the sun. Right? Okay. Excuse me. It's for a connection. Connection. Okay. Interesting. That would be numerology. That's the tarot, honey. Okay. That's Wicca. That's paganism. It's a version of it. It was stolen from Ireland, India, the Middle East, simple, Asia, all over. Someone was watching and studying an evil twin of yours that you relate to. And every year or every age, they've mastered it. Who are they? They're not human. And they give you a system to live in. But you're ignorant to the patterns that you have to manipulate it because of the food and the numbers they're using to poison you. Okay, now. I'm going to play a video for you.
Much love, my people. I live right here on that top balcony. Okay? Now, you all know I'm into numerology, and now it's following me in interesting ways. Okay, so we have here a sacred pattern. We got 979. Okay. And right behind it, "969. Are you kidding me? Wow. Om Ahum Vajraguru Padma Siddhi for you Buddhists.
In front of my house. All right, now, the day before that, I saw this car. You can see it. It was from a distance, 786. I captured it. All right, that was yesterday. Okay, it was a long distance shot, but you can see it. I saw this. Are you kidding me? And the next day in front of my house. Do you understand how it works? All right. You still aren't convinced. You don't have to be. I also saw it like this, honey. Okay? Yesterday, 3 times. And then today, in a different form. Yes or no? Wow. Now, I have the painting here, 786, made by awesome followers known as Look Within and Jazzy Her, their family. We know this. Okay, 786 equals 3. Interesting. Okay? Now, I'm going to play this video again.
Compassion, man. I used to opinion. Oh, there it is again. Look. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
That was an orb from a while ago, the mother one. And then today, what did I see in front of my house? I'm going to play you another video.
Orb. Now, who has had orbs visit them in their apartment and outside? A lot of good omens today. Now, this time it's very special. I wonder why. It's right by 185. My name JHE in the Pythagoras system. The 1 is a J, the 8 is an H, and the 5 is an E. Orb and JHE back to back. Now, it gets even better. How close to my house is this? So not only...
All right, hold on. Now let's just fast forward. I'm walking home so you can see how close that was to where I live.
Try, okay? And I live right here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Okay, so I'm under an hour, and I've explained many things that, let's just say, are not human, right? So when I sit back and think about this, would this not be considered some sort of state of nirvana, or something that wants me to keep going with what I'm doing? And it's not a human doing this. So this would be, I believe, the reason why humans have been fighting, trying to figure out where they live, blah, blah, blah. What's the best thing to do and all this stuff, right? This is the reason why I believe. Because they do not want you to, let's just say, embrace the magic that you have. So they're going to give you other kinds of magic. They're going to give you a magician, David Blaine, wonderful. Chris Angel, why is his name Angel? Wonderful. Very talented magicians, right? That are so-called also, let's just say they're a higher octave. They have some things going on. Or do they? But you don't, right? David Copperfield, the Las Vegas people. Can they do stuff like this? Have they seen stuff like this? Do they acknowledge this as a form of magic? Of course. So, now, there are more things I'd like to, let's just say, break down. And before I do so, it's important to understand the word enemy. Okay. Do you know who your enemies are? I don't mean if you were in a gang, you're turning it around, or if you were in a mafia, you were a felon, someone in your family, right? A bully. I mean, enemies, like something that's born or designed to always, let's just say, make your life difficult. And why do we have these things? Why the need for an enemy? Why have an adversary? Adversary? Add. Adding. Okay? Adding comes from Adi Shakti. Adidas. Adi. It just means God again. Or it's acknowledging the goddess. Give me a second here. Oh, I'm a bit stiff. I need some fluids. Okay. We'll slow it down. Wow. Let's go to Mesa Verde. Very important. That you have this. A Native American park in Colorado. Color is there. Race. What is your color? The word human, hue means color. So you're all colored. Mesa Verde. And what does it look like? You will see stuff like this that can't be explained. They built this into a mountain. Okay? And today we can't figure this out. That's in Afghanistan, the Bamiyan caves. That's in the Ellora caves of India. There's a Jesus Christ cave somewhere in Europe where they made a cave for Christianity. Look it all up. How they do that and what helped them do that. And what do they have to know in order to do that kind of magic? That's magic. It's not just construction and building a house or a pueblo. That's, you have to know how to manipulate something and have a lot of energy and power to lift stones and to stack them and to then blow things up, to then put something in something, when back then they didn't really have a lot of gunpowder and stuff. This is older than the gunpowder time period. Okay? What did they use? Did they have a wrecking ball? I'm asking. Demolition Man? Nope. Okay, see where I'm going here? This is what you need to understand about who you are. You are known to do stuff like this. Not have a phone or a job or a movement or a political party. Are you having fun in your party? Most of you aren't. You're picking sides and then hating your friend once they vote for someone else, or they hang out with someone you don't like, or they're dating someone that's dangerous. What have you been drinking and eating, and what have you been doing that's dangerous that you forgot about, you yellow number 5? So shut your mouth. Look at yourself. Look at your numbers. Know how to get into your own percentages of what you're eating and how unhealthy you might be to avoid the doctor. Avoiding the void. What's the void? The empty space, the black hole sun. I'm not here for games. Wow. What does Mesa mean? It's on Earth in geography. Okay, in Colorado. I'm going to flat earth you. Through etymology. Okay, Jay, show us. Okay, so why does Mesa mean a table? High table land and a plateau. All right? Okay, take your time. It's all there. Table? What's a turntable? And a plateau. What does a plateau mean? A plate is flat, right? Plato, Pluto, William is Bill. Level land, honey. Lord have mercy. All right, slow it down. Tableland. What does that mean? Flat piece of metal. Flat surface, honey. You have nowhere to go. Neil deGrasse Tyson, bring it. NASA, bring it. Elon Musk, these people you love so much, these science people wanting to go to Mars, bring it. You have nowhere to go. You can't have a level flat energy on a spinning ball. Balls have curves, they make circles. Okay? They're a different part of geometry, but important too. They're called kidney stones for a reason. Do your kidney stones fly 1,000 miles an hour in your intestines, in your kidneys? Spinning around chasing your heart? No. They're stuck and they clog and it hurts. Yeah. That's called flat earth poisoning you. Okay. Verd. Okay. What does Verd mean? Now you're going to understand the astrology of this. If you know French. Okay. I know a bit of French. You might want to learn some foreign languages. Not to be an asshole, more well-versed. Okay. V-E-R-D-E, right? So I'm going to spell V-E-R-T in French. Okay? It means to be green, V-E-R-T, green. Okay, interesting. Now, which star system rules emerald green, if you know your astrology? Who's the Green Lantern? The Hulk is green, right? The Green Hornet? The green go light in traffic. Take a wild guess. Everything is about her. Always. Masan, the goddess. Emerald is green. And Venus rules green, honey. And Taurus. Okay? Wake up. Okay? What's going on? Did your ancestors have a relationship with Venus? And did she help them with a unique relationship that was not human to build magical things? And they weren't distracted too much with technology, but they did have other tribes trying to kill them. The Anasazi were they were there. The Anasazi people, the Native American tribe, were at the Mesa Verde. They built that. Okay? So now you know what you're dealing with here. If you don't know that emerald is green, let's just look at it. Okay. Very simple. Okay, that's green. All right, so just know what you're dealing with here. So kryptonite, Superman kryptonite, is attacking Venus because it made him weak. No, they played with you there. The one thing that made this superhero turn into a little baby was a green stone. Didn't Harry Potter have a philosopher's stone? You better wake up. Who are the philosopher kings? I'm just asking questions. Who are you voting for now? You better vote for your stones and nature and being aware of your numbers. That's it. Not the ego or the gossip or what someone else's bum is doing, which most of you are doing. And I understand that. You like bum. It's a metaphor. Now, it says there are 10 people in my chat room, but I'm getting no comments. So if anyone is in here, I've had some problems with YouTube and some technology issues. So I don't know. So if you're there, I love you. If not, if I'm seeing 10, but nothing is happening in the chat, totally cool. I'm going to keep going. I'm an hour in. Now, let's go back to the Mesa Verde and the people. So who lived there? You have to do deeper research to understand where you live. This is what gives birth to the word Nazi. And I'm not supporting Nazis, guys, but you need to understand something deep is happening. Here we go. So it was the dwellings of the Anasazi. The word Nazi is in there, honey. And Anna. Who is Anna in the angels, honey? Who is Orphan Annie? There's an angel you forgot about. There she is. Did you all know one of your angels in Christianity, known as Anael, is known to be Venus or Haniel? Daniel, you better wake up. I'm not playing. Anna. All of it is Venus worship, honey. You need to wake it up. I'm going beyond your Joe Rogan podcasts and their guests there. None of them can think like this because they're all waiting for the next great, brilliant reason to have more views, to have you all stimulated and tricked, and on both sides, negative, positive. All of it's interesting, but it's not really useful for you. Okay? You understand where you live now? Yeah. Now, I'm so on fire, my skin should be falling off. Okay, you see where I'm going here now? Slow it down, Jay. What does Anasazi mean in etymology? Here's where it gets very interesting and to why you should understand your ancient history. And I don't mean National Geographic and Morgan Freeman doing a documentary for you. No, be careful of those people. In etymology, Anasazi means this. Wow, very powerful. Etymology. It means ancestors of the enemies. Whoa. These are Native Americans. Ancestors of the enemies? How did they know that? They're just innocently building some sacred place in honor of Venus in Colorado. Who did the Anasazi have a fight with? What other people, same color? Never mind the colonists and the white people only and the Jesus people. They were fighting with their own yellow-skinned people. What tribe did your Anasazi, who were they enemies with? And this is where you miss out on some history here, some information. You guys forget that your ancestors were fighting each other before fighting the government, fighting colonists and the British and the conquistadors. It's not just about those people. Now, of course they would fight with these people. So it was the Navajos. The Navajos considered them the enemy of ancestors, the Navajo tribe. Okay? Nava means 9 in India. Navagraha, Navy, naval guys. And then Joe Biden is there. You need to get a different cup of Joe. Joe is coffee. Jupiter. Nava, look it up. Nava, Nove, Italian for 9. Nova Scotia, supernova, pseudoscience how astrology. It will get you out of being stuck, like your kidney stones from Mountain Dew. And Taco Bell. Ding dong. Now, wow. Why were the Navajo calling their own race enemies? How did they know? Because that land is a land of ghosts, of paranormal energy. The Anasazi were a group of people who lived in the American Southwest and left their homes and villages for reasons that are still a mystery. Excuse me. Some archaeologists believe that a sudden evacuation was caused by a series of events, including a rapid period of violence. The Navajo, on the other hand, were involved in a series of conflicts with the U.S. Army, including the Long Walk of the Navajo. Okay. I'm just showing you some history you missed out on. Oh, so we can be clear here. And so they had to leave. Why did they have to leave? What's the mystery? Where did they go? Did they ascend to the Most High? They disappear? Didn't your Mayans also disappear? Remember that the flood and all the stuff that was said to you? They just disappeared, the Mayans? Look it up. Okay? A lot of tribes just vanished. Not from being killed, just were gone. What does that mean? How'd they do that? Now, enemy. What does the word Philistine mean? Birth to Palestine. Go to etymology. Once again, everything I'm doing here is etymology. Okay? The word Philistine or Philistine. Etymology again. This is going to blow your minds. Now you understand what the Gaza Strip is. Philistine. You see Hebrew stuff. You look very carefully. A heathen enemy. Why? Another enemy here. You need to understand your enemy. Enemy of the state. What does that mean? And why is it in etymology? That word gives birth to Palestine. Okay? So now we know something's going on. Because the Romans occupied Palestine first, actually. You see where I'm going here? Something is weird in your history with certain energies of humans. Now, let's get into Julius Caesar. Give me a second. So now just digest everything I'm saying to you. It's all making sense to you. It should. Pontus. Okay, so those same letters of Jesus Christ and Jim Carrey and Jim Crow and Jiminy Cricket fought the Pharnaces. Pardon me, hold on. But you find Pontius there. Who's Pontius Pilate? The one that was also responsible for crucifying Jesus Christ, aka JC, Julius Caesar. He's there too in history. The real Pontius Pilate, apparently. What's going on now? So your Romans went out there. Okay, let's just slow it down. There you go. Now you know why Julius Caesar was there. Roman Empire occupied Palestine, 63 BCE, before Israel and the Jews and all that. So what happened here? Palestine, the so-called enemy, and then Rome. Are they the friends? You have a TV show called Friends, right? But no TV show called Who Are Your Enemies? Wow. Interesting. So now I'm going to sit back and I'm going to ask some questions. I think I've shown enough. I think I've defended my thesis to look at the shape of the earth. Does the earth communicate just through English, just through you walking around in sneakers, driving a car, flying a plane, calling somebody? Or does it also operate through numbers, light, colors, a code? Did your Navajos have one? The Anasazi, the Romans, the Philistine people, the enemies, your Arabs, did they have it? The Jewish people? Of course, it's called gematria. Jewish numerology, gematria. Look it up. Atria, Aria, 51, Venus. 5 and 1 is 6. Venus rules the number sex or 6. Everything is about Venus on this planet, not Saturn so much or Jupiter. She's a bad bitch. and I'm a Taurus, I'm her sign, with the moon exalting and review. The moon and Venus do not get along in astrology and Ayurvedic East Indian astrology. Wow. I wonder why that is. How'd they figure that out? Something bad would have had to have happened between your stars. Kind of like what happened with your brown-skinned Native Americans that didn't get along with each other before you had nuclear war shit and TV and propaganda and inciting more, opposition and division with your TV is doing that. Your Germans invented the TV. Did you know that? Great. Look it up. Don't look at me funny. Your Germans invented the TV, Telefunken, to promote propaganda. And then America got the TV. Around 1930 something. It's very simple. And then your Universal Pictures comes in with the globe spinning around. Before NASA went there, so-called, and the man landed on, right, the moon and all this shit to see the Earth, they had it in black and white. How did they know? They didn't have the technology back then. Oh, because Aristotle told you it was a ball. Pythagoras told you it was a ball. Copernicus told you it was a ball. What's the Hindu? Aryabhata? There's a Hindu scientist who was into Vishnu called Aryabhata. He also discovered a globe in India, the first one. Same time as Aristotle, apparently. Aryabhata. Look it up. India did it too. They gave you a globe. Okay. Burloka in Sanskrit. Okay. We have some things to discuss now. You see where I'm going here? I'm simplifying all of your work, so you have to spend hours and hours pulling your hair out, being right, being wrong. You will be neutral and in the middle with my videos. But you have to also follow your own numbers. You have to have your own system. You do. You got to protect yourself from whatever, let's just say, the enemy is. And I'm not saying the enemy is the Anasazi or the Philistine. The enemy is ignorance. That's all. And hard-headedness and your ego and what you think you know, but you haven't done any of your own work. You're still reading other people's work and then decoding it in your own ego. Now, what is your work? What have you come to? Do you have any examples of what you are reading from your own brain instead of a Bible or a Quran? You see I'm going here? Or sutras? What are you doing? Do you have any evidence that we're unique, that we're a threat, that we're powerful, that we're also a bit crazy and demonic? Do you have any examples? Does Joe Rogan have that? God bless Joe Rogan on his show. What does Joe Rogan do? What does he have besides being a comedian and an MMA person and a great interviewer and being in the, let's say, the system? He's in the club, right? Okay. But what can Joe Rogan do? Does he have any other abilities? Russell Brand, all these people that you love so much who are giving you all this stuff and waking you up and so-called taking it to the man, they're all supported by the man. They're all supported by the system they're fighting or speaking against. Do you understand me? Your demon knows how to trick you into thinking that one is better and this one is worse. It's called black and white Freemasonry. So you'd have to join both sides to confuse me. The truth movement and the sleep movement, they're both infiltrated by something that is calling you an enemy. Okay, you're a threat because you know how to build temples out of a freaking cave, and you can manifest ghosts and spirits, and you can haunt the house, and you get murdered for that. You get called bad for that. Your Navajos had ghosts and spirits and shit like this too. Why did your Navajos get so scared of the Anasazi and they didn't work together? And you know what I mean? They were like, whoa, I don't know if I like you. Think about that. Okay, so now I'm working with a Native American at my job. He is a part of the Meskwaki tribe, Meskwaki of Iowa. Meskwaki. What does Meskwaki mean? I'm going to blow your damn mind. Now I'm going to make sense out of it even more for you. And I'm going to save you a lot of headache and research. Okay, now, if this relates to every culture, so here we go. You have the Meskwaki tribe of Mississippi, and also they're in Iowa. And I'm working with one guy. Last name is Young Bear, very beautiful soul. Meskwaki. What does it mean in etymology besides it being Native American and just arrowheads and hey, all the stereotype stuff that we have for the natives? And their land was stolen, right? And they own casinos mostly, right? And they're known to be drinkers. Everyone's drinking today. Everyone's addicted. Everyone's on it. But the Native Americans, though, right? Why did they go so deep? I'm just curious. What does it mean in etymology? This is going to blow a lot of minds. You're into Hebrew? I got you. Now, this is called scholarly whooping that ass with love, if you're ignorant, common sense show. Now, Meskwaki, Meskwaki. Whoop. How do you spell this? Excuse me. Pardon me, Meskwaki. Okay, Meskwaki relates to Wisconsin. Okay. Now, this is what Meskwaki means. Etymology, fact. Meskwaki means red earth. Adam is Hebrew for red clay and red earth. And the Great Spirit gave birth to them, apparently. What is that spirit? The Holy Spirit? I'm only an hour in. Now let's go to Adam. Oh, Lord have mercy. Everyone thinks they're more sacred than other people. They were there first. Here's my language. And this is what, and they don't even know what their things mean. Today, I mean, wow. Here it goes. Okay. Red ground. Clay comes from the ground. Same thing, honey. Clay or red ground. Do you understand me? So now you hear me, I think. So who's this enemy and how did it become an enemy and why are we not knowing these things? You don't have a proper translator. You don't have someone decoding your reality properly, right? You have someone making more division, making you more confused, giving you more theories, aren't they? Having you study and research it and go travel there and talk to the people. Great, that's cool. You still don't know what's going on. And it's very simple. And I see it already. Red, the color red is mentioned. Now I'm going to fuck your head up in a good way, part of my language. The color red, is it being used in your soda to poison you like yellow? Now you're going to know who the enemy is. Here's the real enemy. And it's not human. Here we go. Red 40. Synthetic food dye in your drinks. Before you look at me smoking, what are you drinking? And is that good for your lungs? It's in your foods. It's in arts and crafts. Okay, red man, the Adam people, the Meskwaki people, Hebrew, colors, numbers. It's red 40 though. It's got a number there, kind of like my 969, my 786, my 185 JHE and Pythagoras. Okay, I'll show you that. Pardon me, I skipped that little detail. All right, now, I showed you 185, right? Okay, so my name, JHE, is 185, like I showed you in that video with the orb, O-R-B, right beside it. That's my name in my street, right? And I didn't do any of that. The creator did. The red people. So who are these red, yellow people in your life? Those are your enemies. Now, how toxic is this red 40? Another DNA altering thing, honey. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shiva Shakti Om. So it damages your DNA and it's legal. Why is this legal? Is Kamala Harris going to change this? You're Trump? We're going to outlaw these things in America? Or will it stay there and you'll think everything's getting better because you have some little voice box in a White House farting around, playing with your brain and not changing anything, or illuminating your Illuminati, which is your solar plexus, you, and your lunate moon bone in your hand is light. Your body is made of light and numbers. Very simple. And the people who are fighting each other are not well versed enough in it, and they're going to keep killing each other because they're lacking a proper translator, not a warrior or a lieutenant or a guru. Do you hear me? Or a priest or a light worker, a translator. It's like going to a foreign film. You don't speak French, no subtitles. You're going to be lost. You might be able to see the facial expressions. You'll be lost. Yes or no? In translation? Remember that movie, Lost in Translation? Are you lost? Try watching a Japanese movie right now with no English subtitles, or a Hindi movie. It's frustrating. You'll be lost. It'd be interesting, but you won't know what the hell's going on. You'll make up your own version of the movie, won't you? Which is what you're all doing. Because we are lacking a proper translator. What is Google Translate? Okay? That technology, where did it come from? Anyhow, I think it's quite clear that we have to slow down, even me, take care of ourselves, have some kind of a system, have some evidence, and talk more and decode. We are still only reacting. Oh my God, what a great truth video. Oh my God, this is the best flat earth video. This is the best ball earth video. What a great vegan video, raw vegan video. What a great protein, food, eating meat video. What a great workout video, yoga video. Okay? You see where I'm going here? Is it making things better, those videos? Are you any better? Stronger, faster, more aware? Probably not. But you might not know that. And that makes you angry. But you pretend like you know that. And so now you're pretending. Maybe your bosses are pretending to be okay and leading. They have issues, health issues, and they're mad subconsciously, and they're waiting to snap on you. When they snap on you, just say, I love you. That will be your self-defense when you're verbally assaulted at work. Say, hey man, I'm sorry, I love you. And see how far that will go. They'll get more mad at you. You just keep looking at them. Don't react. Blank face. Just say, hey, I'm sorry. I love you. Can we move on? Can we stop? They won't. They'll want to fight you. They have parasites in their intestines. They have an enema flushed. They have a bad back, a bad knee. Oh, it's your fault. A bad ankle. They have a bad neck, a shoulder. All of you have pains when you get older, like me. So have you dealt with it? Have you accepted it? Or is it pissing you off? I guarantee it's pissing you off. Okay? All right. This is my first live with no chat. Totally cool. I'm going to share this. Much love to all. I'm going to end. I've done my work for the day. And I'm signing out. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shiva Shakti Om, the light. Om, Hum, Vajraguru Padma Siddhi. Om, Ram, Rim, Ram, Saha, Suya, Yanamaha, Om, Chandra, Yanama. Okay? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And Hallelujah. And Allahu Akbar. And Shalom. And for atheists, nothing. And share this video because it was fire and water. Negative, and you're positive.